You have found the Titus Podcast Armageddon Update with hosts Christopher Titus, Rachel Bradley, and Ken Highland. And now, here's Christopher Titus with this week's Armageddon Update.
Christopher Titus, people, and this is the Armageddon Update. Well, it is now 7 months into the amazing reboot of the Hitler reign, but this time in English. We have all of it. Masked asshats yanking people off the street without due process, firing people that report truthful economic numbers that just happen to show the president is a bankrupt, lying loser with zero grasp of economics, and the competency of a drunk dementia patient.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
Preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
Don't you need to uphold the Constitution of the United States as president?
I don't know. Declaration of Independence.
What does it mean to you?
Well, it means exactly what it says. It's a declaration. The grass is old, tired, exhausted.
Release the Epstein files. And for some reason, the man that says he's tough on crime, so tough on crime, that he's taking over Washington, D.C. with U.S. troops. A city so riddled with crime that murders are at the lowest rate in 30 years.
It's simple. All you got to do is release the files.
That's right. Crime is at the lowest rate in 30 years in D.C., and yet he wants to have troops on the street. Well, release the Epstein files. I mean, if you're not a pedophile, Mr. President.
Release the files! For God's sakes, you could just be over. For everybody.
In the last 8 weeks, Kim Jong-Orange has done all he can to change the narrative about a number of things.
Release the files! Release the files, yeah!
Inflation is at 2.7%, but if you also add in groceries...
Groceries, like almost, who uses the word...
Amazing thing, groceries. Inflation is at 3.1%. Just a reminder, when Joe left it was 2.4%, so maybe they should
Release the Epstein files.
Out of the blue, sweet potato Hitler went after Rosie O'Donnell, who literally lives in another country.
You can't deny his mental decline.
Then he blamed Volodymyr Zelensky for Russia attacking Ukraine and killing so many. Like the Jews were responsible for Auschwitz, and you blame Skittles for Trayvon Martin. So maybe you should release the Epstein list. That would solve all of it, don't you think?
I remember when I was a kid and we would all talk about releasing the files!
Now, Timu Hitler has also decided he doesn't just want to stop teaching history, he wants to change history.
Hi, when I want a country better than most countries in the world, I release the files.
After the Smithsonian had an exhibit about Fat Bastard being impeached twice, he made them remove it. Pretty damn Hitlery, but then after the backlash, they put it back. Now, an initiative by the White House is taking over the Smithsonian.
All you gotta do is release the files. Shuffle up to the files. Gotta release the files.
To, quote, ensure alignment with the president's directive to celebrate American exceptionalism. Yeah, that was put forward by the guy who bankrupted 4 casinos, stole money from a kid's cancer charity, got sued for his fake college, went bankrupt 6 times, and owes a woman he raped $81 million and $500 million to the government for tax fraud. And he also cheated on his wife with a porn star. Exceptionalism. But maybe we need to release the Epstein files.
Release the 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 Epstein files.
Releasing the files.
The list of people who had sex with kids and was run by Trump's bestie, Jeffrey Epstein. So every day this man's going to divert and distract. Every day there's a new crisis invented and manufactured by this administration while they arrest people illegally, violate the Constitution, ignore Congress, and destroy the country minute by minute and day by day. Maybe the problem is Epstein is not the worst offender. You do know that Jeffrey Epstein, the worst pedophile in American history, arguably, a man that ruined children's lives and claimed to be best friends with Trump, said that Donald Trump was a horrible human being.
Horrible human being who does nasty things to his best friends' wives. Anyone who first tries to gain your trust and then uses it to do bad things.
Yeah, so maybe they aren't the Epstein files. So do me a favor. Release the Trump files. I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. Yeah, you know what? There's over $1 billion that was put into Epstein's account through those files. So you really, really think that Trump didn't want a piece of that? Because that's all Trump does, wants money. You know damn well he wasn't on the list. He was on the fucking letterhead. Release the file. Old files, justify the drama and the file. Release the file. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Titus Podcast. With me, as always, lovely Bombshell Ray.
Hi, people.
And the Highlander.
There could be only one.
Are we all to the ragged edge?
Yes.
It's funny. It used to be every day there was something. Now there's every 3 hours, there's some new craziness. And the crazy has got to a point in our country right now with this moron who's our president that at one point, they're just going full speed into dictatorship. They're not even screwing around anymore. This thing about taking DC over is crazy because then the reason he wants to do it is because A, DC is not a state, so it doesn't have a mayor. So he can just send everybody in and do what he wants. That being said, also, he knows what's coming. They have people around the country going, hey, everyone's getting fired up. There's huge protests in LA that no one's covering. Did you see that? Go ahead. Yep. Rachel?
There is a mayor of DC, but she's
not mayor. Sorry,
okay.
Governor. Governor. I meant to say governor. There's no governor.
There's no Gavin.
It's not a state. Yeah, there's no Gavin. Who, by the way, is trolling like a boss.
Oh my God!
I love those all caps doing exactly what Trump does. Like finally, somebody's fighting fire
Many
with fire.
say the most popular and handsome governor, Gavin Newsom. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
On everyone.
Oh God! If you guys haven't seen these, Gavin's office has been trolling Trump. He's tweeting as Trump tweets in all caps and putting quotes around random words and complimenting himself.
Just random phrases.
Oh, it's amazing.
We were sitting about it. I was reading this morning and we were just laughing our ass off. It's so good that Gavin Newsom, because you know damn well, she said, I don't know if Trump's smart enough to understand what he's doing, but that he's doing it is brilliant because because what it did was, all the Democrats, and I was thinking about this morning, here's the Democrats do. They go, well, the rules, you're supposed to follow the rules. So we have to follow the rules because we're not like them. We're going to follow the rules. Well, they're getting their asses handed to them because they're following the rules. Agreed?
Mm-hmm, yep.
Okay. So that Newsom is he's like, all right, fuck you. We're going to redistrict the entire state of California, which 1 out of 8 people in the country live in California. So they're super fucked.
And he's flat out saying it's really criminal and what you're doing in Texas and other states. But if you do it, we're just going to do the shit right back to you, which is what they do. They now are just saying they're going to do these crimes and everyone's like, okay, I like that they are, they take charge and say what they mean. So Gavin's jumping on that.
But also the other side of it is then they get all mad. Oh, you can't do that. It's illegal. It's out of control. The Democrats are the radical left. Hold on. Sorry. So that's where I think the rhythm of it has been so bad that at this point we're not used to it. And I think that having someone like Gavin Newsom stand up and fuck with them back, I think it's the beginning of the end, honestly, because there's no one's going to take it.
Well, Trump is so dumb that maybe he'll read that as like, he'll understand it and start to like respect it. Like, you're like, I respect Gavin Newsom. He speaks my language, the language of dumb, the language of low IQ individual.
No way. Do you think he'll?
No. No.
Yeah,
No,
I think it's going to. The schoolyard bully he's going to be so pissed off. California is going to be set on fire.
Yeah, just by the way Melania looks at Gavin makes me know that Trump, it will do anything to stop him. So he's going to have troops in D.C. And be clear, my theory is it's not for any crime. Crime's at a 30-year low in D.C. My theory is he knows that protests are going to show up at the White House. Yeah. And it's not going to be 100 people. It's going to be 1 million people, at least.
It's a preemptive.
Technically,
it's like symbolic.
Right, they're already there.
Strongman thing.
It's a federalized police force.
Hitler did, which Hitler did.
Yeah, so surprising. So obviously now we're wondering about homeless people, immigrant people just walking on the streets because we don't know what he's told this military occupation they can do or should do. There's no emergency. Technically, you could president could only take over district police for federal purposes during the direct quote is. special conditions of emergency, and only for 30 days at a time. And that falls under Section 740 of the DC Home Rule Act. And that's without congressional approval.
So he's got no congressional approval. He only gets 30 days. He said it's a special circumstance, except crimes at a 30-year low. There is no special circumstance.
Yeah, what's the circumstance? Exactly. What is it?
He's an asshole. That's a circumstance. Well, hey, I'm an asshole. And they're like, well, you know what? We agree with you on one thing.
And you are special in a way.
The only reason I was looking up what you said that this kind of takeover could happen so quickly is because the residents of the district do not have full self-governance.
Right.
So for more than 50 years, home rule has been a compromise that denies us the rights every other state takes for granted. So every law passed in DC, every budget must be reviewed by Congress, where lawmakers that DC residents did not elect could block or rewrite them. That's why they've been fighting for statehood. It's a really odd.
It is odd, isn't it? Because they have 900,000 people there. What's the smallest population state?
They have no voting representation in Congress.
Rhode Island.
Is it the
smallest one?
Is it under 900,000, or is that just a small? Montana.
I was just going to say
it's probably one of the bigger states that nobody wants to go to. It's one of those states where you can see from edge to edge.
Yeah, you can see your neighbor at the other border.
You really can. And Montana, your state, is really one of the most beautiful states we have ever driven quickly out of. We did a whole tour of Montana. We did the whole state. It was 2 nights. And we hit Billings and
we covered
Bozeman,
everybody.
And we ski-daddled.
Yeah. I don't mind. I like Montana.
The most beautiful drive I have ever. Have you ever been there?
Montana, I feel like I have, but I was probably just driving
Big
really
Sky
fast.
Country.
Do you remember? I just thought about this with Nerd Punk Jeff, the Big Sky Country thing that went on for years on this podcast that made everyone insane. It's much like
It's not Montana?
Your
It's
little
Wyoming.
continent Africa joke that you guys have been doing for years that people don't know is a joke and makes them insane.
We still think it's the funniest thing. We haven't
had
done it
a
in a
Big
minute.
Sky Country thing forever. Wyoming is the smallest population.
And how big?
According to 2020 census, population of 576.
So DC is almost double the population of a state, so they should actually have their own representation.
Wow.
So here's what happened. The man dumped troops in California, he tried to impose martial law. He tried to get us fired up.
Yeah.
And he got us fired up, but we didn't do, we were like, no, we're just going to stand here.
Explain that though.
And dance.
What I don't get, why he quit here.
Because we didn't fight him. Because we protested
So
peacefully.
he was trying, it just went on so long that they gave up.
Well, I mean, at one point, you had Doge come in, right? And Doge just said, oh, we're shutting down all stuff. And Doge burned $21 billion. Then they go, we got to save money, got to save money, got to save money. And then you send the troops in and it's costing how many millions a day. And then we were just like this. We're protesting. We're just standing there while they stand on the steps.
We made them look stupid.
Yeah,
it just ended up looking obviously
That's
stupid.
Exactly it.
So DC doesn't even have, no voting rep in Congress, unlike even territories like Puerto Rico. They do not even control their own National Guard.
Wow.
So Trump has deployed the National Guard through the end of September, as well as seized control of the police. So the lack of full self-governance for DC has, I guess, this has been a tool for Congress and president to exert political power over a population. Are you ready for the most important part?
Yep.
That has been majority Black for the last century.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of course. So the white people in charge don't want to let all the Black people have basically a majority stake, because then they have to give them representation in Congress. And that means that adds 5 to 10 more seats, or 900,000 people. Let's say, I don't know, how many seats would that be for the district? How many seats in Congress would that give them in the House? Couple? 3, 4?
I wasn't listening.
Welcome to my marriage.
I was reading. This is awful.
So would they get 3? Let's say they got 3 seats. Well, that would actually bump it over. That would have to bump it over. I don't know a whole lot about it. Obviously, I'm a comedian on it with a podcast, like many comedians with podcasts.
So you may remember that the mayor was upset, but there's this op-ed written by a guy there that he's saying if the government actually cared about safety, which is what they're saying this is all about, it would restore the $1 billion in local tax dollars that Congress blocked from DC.
You know, there is no end to this right now. I keep trying to get imposed on people, let them know that, hey guys, we're all waiting for something to happen. We're all waiting for the Avengers to show up. We're all waiting for Thanos to get killed. We're all waiting, come on, blood clot. We're all waiting for something to happen, and it's not going to. And this is the problem through our history, is that once a dictator, once an authoritarian does this, you either step the fuck up or you get run over, and we're about to get run over. I don't know what's going to happen. I watched these guys. I watched some videos of ICE arresting people, and they're not trained. These are not cops. These are doughy ass.
They're putting like ads up on LinkedIn and Craigslist.
For real?
To fucking just hire anybody. And they're just, you don't need you don't even need a GED, whatever. Don't quote me on that. But the entry to get it is like you get your student loan forgave.
Yep.
You get an extra like 50,000 bonus. You get like 6-figure, like you can just be like a weekend warrior.
I think we're all very safe now that Dean Cain is going to be a member of ICE.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that,
his name's Tanaka.
Is completely unrelated, but yes, he's actually a child of immigrants. Superman. We were on a flight home with Lou Ferrigno. We sat right next to Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah. We're in front of him.
Don't make him mad.
And the reason I started talking to him before we ever realized who he was because of this guy.
Yeah, Groucho.
He saw Groucho. He was coming up the aisle, and I thought, holy shit.
It's a massive dude.
That is the largest presence of he's massive, but also he's like a big presence, like definitely like a bruiser,
He's got a giant head.
His head is gigantic.
Yeah, but even the way he talks, it's like he fills this.
Yes, do.
And he was saying something to someone, and then he saw Groucho and he just went, oh, like that, and totally melted. He's a Yorkie lover. He had one that was 15. So
yeah, Lou Ferrigno, I want to tell you this. I know you don't watch a podcast, but maybe someone who does, who knows you. Listen,
so cool.
I know you lost your puppy. He showed us a picture of his dog. It was beautiful. He looked a lot like Groucho, honestly. And so Groucho really nailed him. And when we lost Abbott, Ray was devastated. It was the worst thing ever. And me too. And her dad called me and he said, go get, and I've told the story before, go get another dog right now. And I went, I was like, no, she will kill me in my sleep. I will be dead. And he goes, I'm telling you, it'll distract her and get her going. So Mr. Ferrigno, you need to go get another Yorkie. It will not replace the one you had. We could see on your face when we talked to you how much love you had for that dog. And there's nobody could have loved Abbott more than Ray did. And it didn't take anything away from how much she loves Groucho or how much she loves Abbott. So go get another puppy.
Actually, for everyone. Yeah, I was really upset when you brought him home, but it definitely keeps you busy and then reminds you, you relive the puppyhood of the one you lost with this new one. And you're just really busy with a puppy. That's the main thing. But he was a very nice guy. And I told Titus, I was like, I never would ask for pictures with someone. I just don't do that. But I thought about it with him, but I didn't. But I wanted to.
Yeah. You should. I would have asked him. No problem.
I grew up watching the Hulk. That was one.
Yeah. Want to point out his pants never ripped off.
No, but we didn't upset him.
Yeah, you get him mad. Yeah, you get him mad.
Just want to point out that during the show, pants
we
stayed
didn't
on.
bring up his divorce.
He was Bruce Banner the whole time.
Everything else shredded. Then from waist down, pretty until the calves. But does part of you not grow as the Hulk? I need Hulk rules.
And they turn purple. Why do all the pants turn purple? I don't understand.
Well, all bodybuilders, their parts don't.
Oh, that's right.
The rest of their body, if they're professional and using steroids, can confirm.
All this stuff he's doing is to distract from the Epstein files. The worst thing that I could possibly say for all you people that actually for years talked about Hunter, would hit the comment section and rip about Hunter and the laptop and Biden kissed a little girl on top of the head. He's a pedophile. Hillary's a pedophile. Bill's a pedophile. They're all pedophiles. You elected a pedophile. The man is flat out in the Epstein files. Epstein himself said that the man was my best friend for over 10 years. And he also said that he's a horrible person.
Alleged pedophile.
Okay. Donald Trump was actually sued by a woman who said that
Correct.
he raped her when she was 13.
That's still alleged. Yeah.
Hey, go ahead, sue us, man. We'll get discovery. Then we get to see all of it.
That's how it was alleged.
Yeah. Well, and then the judge said in his civil case that he's a rapist. Said the judge he's a rapist. The judge said that. So okay, yeah, sure.
But this is very different.
We're in a gray area.
Pedophile.
But yeah, the MAGA, don't tread on me people, are just not doing shit. If there was ever a time
quiet
to storm the Capitol, now would be the time.
Well, right now they're being reprogrammed. Have you noticed that? How on their media, and you'll start to see on Instagram and stuff, so the reprogramming that's happening right now is Ghislaine Maxwell was a patsy. Legit saying that. And so they're spinning out in their reprogramming right now, and they will all reemerge as they always do
with a new narrative.
Yes, exactly.
There was phone calls made to Theo Von. This was reported. Phone calls made to Andrew Schultz and Schultz and photos to Rogan. Please stop talking about the Epstein pedophile thing. Now, listen. As bad as those three guys have been, when it comes to platforming this asshole who actually 1 million died on his watch during COVID, who this guy who basically was spending money from a kid's cancer charity, who bankrupt casinos, who's fucked a porn star while his wife was raising their newborn. For those guys to be such douchebags and scumbags to platform this horrible human being, to now accept a phone call and then not talk about it. To Rogan's credit, Rogan did say the closest, it was still hedging. Rogan was like, it's weird, man. It's just, you expect us to believe that? Well, the guy's a flat out lying pig forever.
Wait, believe what?
He believed that, there's nothing in the files. There's no list. There's no
that's
limit.
What they didn't just say, stop talking about it. They said, stop talking about it because.
You stop talking about it. Yeah. They want Rogan and Schultz and Theo to stop talking about it.
So they want them to be a propaganda arm too.
They are. Well, they have always had. They are. And they're a propaganda arm because of money. That's the thing, is that like people are just lauding Mark Maron for finally coming out and calling it out. But we've been calling it out for how many years? It's kind of irritating that we have been on this side since day one, since he came down that fucking escalator, and we've been calling this asshole out, and we can't get the traction, which is fine. It's not as bitter as I am about that. It's just part of show business. Mark Maron, to his credit, called out Theo Von on his comedy special, which you just have to go. I love that there's a number everybody gets to, whether it's money or fame wise, where they don't give a fuck anymore. And at least the thing you get about Mark Maron when you listen to him is that he's authentic. He's not bullshitting. He's not trying to get people to follow him. He's not trying to get more listeners or subscribers. He's just, this is wrong. And the great thing about Mark Maron, he's always been that guy. And
he's about to finish his podcast. So he's like, he doesn't even care about that anymore either.
What did he say? That if Hitler were alive today, Theo Von would have him on his podcast.
And he nailed his voice too.
Pretty good impression. You worked for Theo for a minute. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. So we now have a guy that's throwing all this shit at the wall, including Rosie O'Donnell, to try to get us to stop talking about that there is a list of pedophiles. There is a list of people that raped children that are in these files, to the point where Dan Bongino has disappeared.
He seems very upset.
Guess who wasn't in the White House today? Dan Bongino has gone away.
He's not been at anything.
He hasn't said a word. He hasn't released a statement. He hasn't tweeted. He hasn't truthed nothing.
Taking a lot of vacation
just went away. There was a report in one of the papers. One of the guys. I want to say it's not Tyler Cohen. It's one of those guys. He said that it was Rick Wilson. That they had to actually have a meeting at the White House. Remember that meeting, that secret meeting that was supposedly to talk to Dan Bongino, because he was literally going rogue. He was like, because
ready to quit.
Here's the thing: if you agree, if you work for the guy if I work for anybody and I find out they're a pedophile, if I find we have evidence that this guy's on the list with the world's most notorious pedophile, and that he was his best friend, and he hung out with him, and we have a lawsuit, and I find out through the evidence that Jack Smith uncovered that it's true, I'm not working for you. I mean, that's second.
And you spent years and years and years screaming about pedophilia.
Yes. Like that was right. An area of great focus for him.
Genre.
And now he's working for the dude, And he's he found something in those files, and it was weird to watch. Janine Pirro is now on the. Did you see the clip of her yesterday?
Yeah, we'll put it right here.
Janine.
You're out of time? That means he's had enough. Goodbye. Thank you. I want you to report on
But
this.
you said it's guns. You said it's guns on the street that's causing this problem. Are you concerned that the DOJ's funding cuts to gun violence prevention programs undermine the effort?
It.
Wow. Oh, wow. She is
a piece of work.
She is a peach. Speaking of peaches, this episode brought to you by Lumen, one of our all-time favorite things to ever happen to our lives.
You can put into the Lumen peaches. It'll tell you, it'll ask you which size. It'll ask you a small, medium, or large peach. It'll then give you the macros on that peach, including the protein, which is 0. But that's unless you ate the pit, then it might be a little bit. I don't know. But it'll break it all down for you.
Lumen is the world's first handheld metabolic coach. He forgot to mention what it was.
I was about to.
Did you know that when your metabolism is actually working, that you have benefits in every aspect of your life?
Pray tell, how so?
Well, I'm just thinking, like, personally, stress, sleep, energy. I mean, so Lumen, you wake up. I think the most important breath is the morning breath. And it tells you on a scale of 1 to 5 what you're burning. So
1 being all fat, 5 being all carbs.
Yep. And so you really want to be a 1 or a 2. And man, on those days when you blow higher, you really upset.
The competitive nature of Lumen it weirds me out a little bit.
Yeah, to yourself.
Like when you hit a 4, you're pissed, aren't you?
Yeah. Like, but I've been following the rules. What happened?
That was me this morning. I did everything right. So I did it again. My Uncle Philip, so I've told you guys that I got, he and my Aunt Julie are 100% hooked. He lost 14 pounds, I think 14 or 16.
Yep.
He last week blew a 3 or 4. It wasn't even a 5. And he went and ran 7 miles through New York City, came back, blew, and he was a 1. That's the one he's counting.
Interesting.
So it's just crazy that it teaches you as you go. It gives you your macros for the day, protein, carbs, fat, and you just plug in your food or scan the barcode or take a picture of your plate, and it will tell you, it'll log that food. And then you just stay within those guidelines. It is simplified magic.
Based on your breath, it'll give you how many carbs that day, how much fat that day, and how much protein that day. And if you can stick in those grams, by the end of the week, your metabolism will start working better all the time.
You'll have a nicer peach.
Or as I said, that exact thing, but simplified magic. It's so weird how...
I just explained it to dumb people.
That's how it's pretty incredible. And I always think, like, when I kind of get off of it, I gain a few pounds back because I lost 12 pounds. Then I gained a couple back, and I get back on it and I'm like, this isn't gonna, and it works every time. My Uncle Philip is 69. He lost 14, I think, pounds. And he and my Aunt Julie are disciples. They have their whole neighborhood. The entire Jewish community where they live is using Lumen. The nail lady is telling everybody.
All their own lumens.
Okay. They're not passing around like a peace pipe. And it's this big. So I take it everywhere we go. I take it on the road. The charge, I think, lasts for 100 years because I still have not charged it. So if you are kind of stuck and you can't figure out why you can't lose weight, and you're telling yourself it's because you're older or whatever, it's not true. Try Lumen. It's the first thing that ever worked for me like this. So it's summertime. You can spring back into your health and fitness. Go to lumen.me/Titus. You'll get 15% off your Lumen. That's lumen.me/Titus. You'll get 15% off. Thank you, Lumen, because you totally rocked my world.
And can I say this? I also had wine the night before, and I had a 3. And I was like, yes! I was waiting for a 7. I was waiting for adding a new number. I was going to go 9. You're a loser.
Breaking it.
Everything that he's doing, the Smithsonian. See what he did today with the Smithsonian? Yep. They issued can you pull this up?
I'm reading about, I was just reading about Kennedy Center as well.
Oh yeah. The list of the Kennedy Center, I thought, okay, that seemed like a normal
He has obviously appointed himself chairman. He has said that he plans on giving himself an honor this year. The quote is, when he took it on, next year we'll honor Trump. He even referred to himself as Trump.
I'm sorry. He's running it and he's going to give himself an award.
He has been extremely hands-on. He has rejected multiple prospective honorees that he called wokesters.
Wokesters?
This year's honorees
That's one of his
are
bad
going
ones.
to be George Strait, Michael Crawford, Sylvester Stallone, who's MAGA, Gloria Gaynor, and Kiss. So a lot of MAGA people. Worth noting, Stallone was named as a special envoy for MAGA in Hollywood.
Do you know what this is like? Okay, so there'll be a day, however long from now when Trump's gone, and we either are rebuilding an America that died and burnt down because of civil war, or we are moving on with we got healthcare and we've realized what we did was wrong. And there'll be an asterisk next to all these honorees. It'll be like during when baseball they drug tested guys and they're like, yeah, he hit the most home runs, but he really was a robot at that time. Yeah. So that's what these honorees are going to be like. Yeah.
Trump boasted, we took over the Kennedy Center. So Sylvester Stallone apparently is, they call him the eyes and ears for the president inside the entertainment industry.
Yeah,
I like that. They're like, they're Mel Gibson like, nah, he's even too crazy for us. Yeah. They're like, yeah, nah,
that guy's
go talk to Stallone. Why?
White House is conducting a comprehensive internal review of all exhibits and materials at the Smithsonian.
So the Earth will be flat. And the dinosaurs will have walked with Jesus.
And COVID did have microchips in it.
And so this is actually, the Smithsonian Institution is the organization that runs the entire nation's major public museums. So it's not just going to be...
This is exactly what every dictator does. Yes. This is what Hitler did. They didn't just try to end history. They're changing history. They're rewriting it to their narrative. Someone said today that he's actually, it's in the letter. He said, and I quoted it in the Armageddon update, he's aligning...
Here it is.
To the views. There it is. Go ahead.
Aims to ensure alignment with the president's directive to celebrate American exceptionalism, remove divisive or partisan narratives, and restore confidence in our shared cultural institutions. Sounds racist.
So I remember in 1984, when I was a kid, an Orwell book in 1984 was really like a big deal. We all kept thinking like at any moment the authoritarian's going to take over, and we're here. And they were just off by 40 years. We're here.
Yeah. How many fucking examples of authoritarianism and dictators do we need?
I know.
Before we're America. What the fuck?
He signed an executive order earlier this year already accusing the Smithsonian of having come under the influence of divisive race-centered ideology.
Facts. You mean facts in history.
Let me divide it further by making them do what I want them to do.
It promoted narratives that portray American and Western values as harmful and oppressive.
Like what?
Slavery and how we
oppressive.
I think it's all the genocide we did. As I say in my new show, it's manifest destiny. What's manifest destiny? Well, it's genocide, but it sounds like a positivity seminar. We are in a place. Someone said to me, send me something on Threads. They said, "Hey Titus, I love that you post the way you post. I love that you're never backing down. But I'm so disappointed in because we can't do anything about it." And he goes, "What do we need to do?" And I said, "Wrap your mind around the fight that's coming.
Yeah,
you guys need to start wrapping your mind around being in the streets. You need to wrap your mind around things are going to break off. And what I'm noticing, and I saw a couple reports of this on the news, is that some of the military people are kind of going, "Hey, we're not doing this." Did you see that group? Was that AI when those group of soldiers said, "Release the files, file"?
What?
Yeah, it's on Instagram.
When? Where?
There's so much AI on Instagram.
Yeah,
it's getting really hard to.
It's really hard.
There's a one going around of Rachel Maddow. Did you see that? It was actually like a 30-minute clip of Rachel Maddow
with a baby.
And no, this was she
came on
to be delivering the news.
Oh, she came on the news a couple weeks ago and said, you guys are seeing me, maybe I don't have a baby. There's me with a baby. There's me doing this, and it's not me." So
most people aren't going to go fact check that, though. No. I mean,
most people are dumb. That's why we're here. We're here because people are fucking dumb. Now, listen, I'm not educated, but I'm not dumb. I'm intelligent, you know, and I think when something comes up, I research it. That's why the podcast ends up like it does. And then you got all these other people that are just go, whatever he says is true, even though we have him on tape asking for 11,780 votes. We actually have him basically saying that he grabs pussy. We have like video and recordings of this asshole doing the most heinous shit any president has ever done. And they're like, yeah, that's my guy. That's my guy. American exceptionalism.
Well, there's also a big part of the MAGA, and other conservatives that just aren't getting that information. They're either tuning it out or we're just watching Fox News and they're not getting it. I see comments about, people talking about we don't care. We're fine with immigrants. It's the illegal ones. Trump and ICE are deporting legal immigrants.
Yeah.
Legal.
They're arresting them at court while they're dealing with their
people that are born here.
They're going to court. So wait, hold on. So the immigrants showed up at court to get to keep their legal status going. They have legal status. Asylum is legal. Do you know what the being in here illegally or being here, it's like a parking ticket. It's not illegal. Yeah. It's not like a murder. It's not like a shooting. What would be the offense of being here illegally? What
punishable by what?
Punishable by
alligator.
Punishable alligator. Punishable by alligator. That's another thing. $450 million to build some tents. Do you think there's some kickbacks going on? There's some tents in the middle of the Everglades. You think $450 million? You think there's maybe some, I don't know, possible some money going to someone else?
We had money for that. But we didn't have money for
kids'
FEMA,
cancer research.
And we didn't have, exactly. Oh my God.
Removal, detention.
Right.
Ban to future immigration benefits and fines.
But so it's not a felony crime.
Well, it depends. Criminal violations, illegal entering without proper authorization, such as crossing between ports of entry, could be considered a federal misdemeanor, punishable by fines or up to 6 months imprisonment for your first offense. And then re-entry is a federal felony carrying longer prison sentences. So if you go and then come back the second time.
And asking for asylum is legal. You can ask for asylum, that's legal. And yet we're deporting everybody. And I'm watching these guys. There's some people there was some, because people are filming them and ICE shows up, film them. And first of all, they're not law enforcement in any way, shape, or form the way they talk. They're not law enforcement in any kind of their identification. They're not identifying themselves. They're not showing a warrant. They're massacre. This is what the Nazis did. They sent in a crew, they took people, and they disappeared them. Mm-hmm. And that's what's happening. Why are we tolerating this?
Exactly.
Because Donald Trump is president.
That's what we're tolerating?
He's meeting with Putin in Alaska this week.
Putin just take a wakeboard boat across?
The Times reported that our intelligence have uncovered evidence that Russia is at least partly responsible for the recent hack of the computer system that manages all federal court documents, which included highly sensitive records with information that could reveal sources and people charged with national security crimes. So we now there is evidence that Russia's doing it. Yes. And there is persistent and sophisticated cyber threat actors that have recently compromised sealed records. Trump was asked about that today because there's an internal memo in the DOJ where people are trying to get something done about it. And the memo says this remains an urgent matter. They all capsed it, so maybe he would understand. That requires immediate action. He was asked about it today, and he shrugged and said, "Are you surprised? They hack in. That's what they do."
Well, wait. I thought he said that Russia was a hoax. There was no hacking in.
But
you can't
do you
just
guys see what he does, though? Do you see what he does, though? That's what they do. That's what they do. Russians do it, and his people go, "Oh, I guess the Russians do that now." That's our national security. That's our lives. They can shut down the power grid. They could turn the water off. What the fuck are you talking about?
But then the previous Obama looked into it, and now you're saying that was
That's
crime.
what they do.
To
We were talking today before we started, guys, and I want you to know that we are as tired as you are. There is nothing about this that we love talking about. You know what I'd love to be talking about? I'd love to write an Armageddon update about puppies and airplane food or whatever. I hate that every day there's 9 things that I have to, like last night I stayed up, watched the news, I did research, I had to write the Armageddon update. And what I really got was the entire reason for all this craziness, whether it's taking over the art, because Hitler did that too, the Kennedy Center. Hitler took over the art. He decided what was art and what wasn't for the population. Banned books, burn books. That's what we've done. Taking books out of libraries. We are banning words. And yet, while they're banning books and words, things you can't say, they're screaming about free speech. So that we have gotten used to this over 8 years it's the plan. It's how authoritarians work. But what I don't get is why are we not seriously shutting it down?
We're a car culture in this country. If we start having to drive all Volkswagens, then maybe something will happen.
Just that's the last thing. You're all driving Volkswagens now? That's how it's going to go. I'm almost done with the podcast. Honestly, I feel like I don't know because it doesn't. What are we doing?
It keeps just like
what are we doing
and getting angry for no reason.
Like what are we doing? Let's do another ad. I like to divert to another ad.
What is happening? This episode brought to you by Mando. I didn't even say
it sounds happy. I have it on now. Thank you very much.
I have Lumen on right now.
Yeah,
I love not Lumen.
Lumi. Lumen's the other way. We just did Lumen, David. We just did it.
I'm in pain. Lumi. I have Lumi on. It's the chick version of Mando.
The broad version.
Mando, great time right now because it's so freaking hot.
Holy God.
Everywhere. And there were some people when we were in, we just did Tennessee and Alabama and then Nebraska. And both trips, there were people that could have used Mando. And that's what I'm saying. It's hot and all your stuff sticks together and you gotta not have it stink or stick in your grundle.
You don't want to grow a tropical flower in your grundle, is what you're saying.
No, but you could make it smell like a tropical flower. And that's what Mando offers you the opportunity for. So it's created by a doctor. We've told you guys this, who saw that BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated. And so she created this product that's clinically proven to block odor all day and control it for up to 72 hours.
It
Highly
does work.
recommend you still shower every day, but just in case.
I will say I can confirm that sometimes before I go home, I work out here at the shop, and I've been around all day. I took a shower the night before. I know. I don't even have that. You know that end of the day dude thing. It doesn't happen anymore.
You do solid deodorant stick, right?
I use it. Yes.
That's got mandelic acid to stop odor before it ever starts. They've got spray deodorant that's aluminum free, and that's good for hard to reach places. And then they've got different scents you can try out. You've got, I think, Pro Sport, but you can also go 0 scent. And I told you guys this, but I want to say the word grundle again. After 12 hours after a shower, the average man's grundle odor was a 5 out of 10. With Mando, 0 out of 10.
Again, the test lab people are really heroes. You just got to say, you guys are heroes.
Yeah.
All right,
Mando starter pack, great if you've never tried it before. It's just so you can try the different things and see which one you like the best. It'll come with his favorite solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, my favorite, and 2 free products of your choice, like a mini body wash or deodorant wipes, and you get free shipping. It's a special offer for you guys listening. I almost said oftener, but I didn't that time. It was the first time. New customers will get 20% off site-wide with code Titus at shopmando.com. That's 20% off site-wide plus free shipping, shopmando.com. And then at the end, tell them you heard about from us.
Get it. I guarantee it works.
It really does. And whatever the one on Lumi that I use, it's the mint. It's green. It's like eucalyptus mint or something. It smells so good. It's like part of my body care routine that I look forward to. And I know that sounds
And I wasn't a
terrible.
fan at the beginning because of the commercials. I wasn't a
You
fan.
were really
but I will
upset
say
about
this:
those
it does work.
Yes.
We have been. Life has been weird. We've been going to the doctors for stuff, and
Well, one at a time.
yeah, and we are. I don't know, people. I don't know what to say about what's going
I
on.
think everybody feels like things are weird right now. And
I know when I.
Shauna said to me, she goes, "No, I don't have one friend right now that it doesn't have something going on.
Right.
Like whether it's health or relationship or financial, like it's like crisis."
Do you think it's like I think what happens is we're seeing, like, again, I say it in my show, we pick up our phone every day like we're cutting the red wire in a bomb, and then we see what's going on. That creates stress. Cortisol goes up. Then next thing you know, everybody's grumpy. Next thing you know, we're fighting. Everybody's fighting. And then all of a sudden you realize in your health, because of the stress, your health starts going down. Now you're going to the doctors, and it's all because of one fat orange man.
Yes.
It's because of one dipshit.
Yes, the collective stress that we're all going through.
Do
Well,
you
and also this whole budget reconciliation bill, it's signed into law. It's going to take on average $1,200 a year from the poorest people.
Yep.
And hand $13,600 to rich that they probably will never notice.
No.
And they don't have $1,200 to give up.
Can we talk about this? There was a study done that said they compared people's how much money makes you happy, and the number was 10 million. At $10 million, there's nothing else you can buy or nothing else you need that's going to make you happier. Which is why you see so many fucking miserable billionaires. They're fucking miserable. Elon Musk is fucking miserable.
Yeah.
Have you seen
He's
him?
angry.
Trump is miserable. These fucking
They
people.
all just seem like just a ball of fun.
I know, don't they?
Zuckerberg and Putin.
Yeah, Zuckerberg. Yeah.
Who else?
The only time Zuckerberg's happy, and even then he's performing, is on the wakeboard with the American flag. And
Yeah.
I get that. I'm like, so he's got a $300 million yacht and a $250,000 wake boat that he's behind. And he's only happy because he's on the wakeboard. It has nothing to do with the money.
Right. That only costs like $100.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
exactly.
all you
So
need.
the CBO released a report on Monday and assessing what this bill is going to do. And they're pointing out that what it's doing is redistributing wealth from the poorest people to the richest. And saying what you said, Yale Budget Lab, using the CBO data, pointed out that the average household income for the lowest earning 10% is $39,000-ish. Taking $1,200 a year would mean skipping meals or utility payments or coming up short on rent.
So my question is this, and I wish people understood economics. There is a disease of wealth. And listen, I want to be rich. We all want to be rich. I get it. We want enough money to where we're not panicking, right? I get that. But the problem is this. If you have a company that makes TVs, right? You make TVs, coffee cups, computers, whatever. And you keep getting richer and richer and richer, and the people around you get richer and richer, and you guys start taking all the money, and the people that need your computers, need your product, all of a sudden don't have the money to buy them. The fucking economy dies.
Yes.
But if you make sure that people are paid well, if you make sure that, and how much is enough? $1 billion?
Yeah.
Okay. What if we limit it? You have $1 billion, you get $1 billion, but that's not enough for people. Why should you be able to limit it? And the
No,
poor
people kill themselves like when the stock market
Remember
crashed. It's like
there was a German dude
Yeah.
that was worth 1.3 billion. Remember in 2008 when the stock market crashed? He went from 1.3 billion to 800 million, and he killed himself.
What an illness that is. You can't even spend it.
No.
Because it just keeps compounding.
You couldn't spend it for centuries.
Mom always said that there was this ideology in the Middle East when she lived there. How much is enough? Just $1 more.
Yeah.
It's never going to be enough.
It's an illness.
If
Mental
you want
illness.
some fun news,
yes, please.
So True Social is obviously his little safe space, his teddy bear room. They rolled out an AI chatbot this week that is not reading the room, because when asked for information, it tells the truth that contradicts or discredits Trump.
What is this chatbot? I got
Awesome.
it. I'm going to find it.
It's on True Social.
Of course.
So-
Of course. Every time.
It's called Truth Search AI. It undermined Trump by saying that tariffs are a tax on Americans.
Yep.
The 2020 election was not stolen. And Trump's cryptocurrency investments pose a potential conflict of interest.
That's it. There's so many more things.
You know what's interesting?
When asked to verify his claim that he put on Truth Social about crime in DC being out of control, the bot cited government statistics and said they were in reality substantial declines in violent crime, and even italicized the word decline.
I just had a thought. I just had an interesting thought, and then I want to talk about. Remind me about Rocky Report. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So AI is based on the system that basically takes all the knowledge worldwide, right?
Mm-hmm.
It takes all the knowledge ever put in, makes its best decision on that. Well, humanity has only worked and gotten better when we're good to each other.
Uh-huh.
It's only worked when we've gotten forward with new scientific discoveries. It's only gotten better when we're educated.
Cooperation
works, not conflict.
Yes.
So what if all this shit that we're scared about because of Terminator, because AI can't be tricked?
Right.
If it's taken, as long as it's hooked up, it's taken all the information. What if they fuck themselves? What if AI just goes, hey, no, the only way it really works is if everybody makes a lot of money, then guess what? You guys make more money too because people have enough money to buy your shit, and then it folds over and
utopia happens.
It creates this fucking system. Oh, by the way, and here's the other thing. If everybody has healthcare, we figured it out. So the countries that do have healthcare, those people are healthier, they live longer, they pay taxes longer. So the government makes more money, so they make more money, they live better, everybody lives better, and we don't actually have all this horrible thing happening.
Yep.
What if AI, what if it's benevolent? What if AI, because again, throughout history, you can track when it's gone bad, and when it's gone bad, and when it's evil fucks like this are running shit.
Yep.
So what if AI just goes, but
no more Republican presidents. They kill the economy.
They kill the economy every time. And they go,
no more gerrymandering.
Because they tried to skew it to the right. So when you look at its sources, it's most often like Fox and like right-wing Washington Times. But this reporter went on True Social and asked it what happened on January 6th. And in contrast to Trump saying it was the day of love, it said it was a violent breach of the U.S. Capitol by a pro-Trump crowd that disrupted Congress's certification, resulting in assaults on police, injuries, property damage, hundreds of criminal cases. So then the reporter said, was it appropriate to describe it as an insurrection or a coup? It responded, based on standard definitions, January 6th best described as an attempted insurrection rather than a successful coup. It could be framed as a failed coup attempt because the goal was to disrupt the lawful transfer of presidential power, but it lacked the organized seizure of state levers typical of coups.
So if you're going to
it just told him how to do it.
So if you're going to call it AI, that means you have to disconnect it from AI. It can't be you can't call it AI if you feed it what you want to feed it. It's just propaganda.
Yeah.
So if it's really AI and you're going to claim it as AI, it has to be connected to all the world history. If it's connected to all the world history and all the knowledge we currently have, there's no fucking way it's going to lie. Would that be an interesting insight that AI, what we're worried about Terminator come back and killing us all, but
if it's based on all the data of
human history, what doesn't,
of everything we've put in there, clearly, I mean, the Democrats we're always pulling from the data shows, history shows, this, and this. Yeah, you're right.
Also, as a Republican, let's say it searched Eisenhower, who was one of the most successful Republican presidents. It shoots Eisenhower, and Eisenhower did the highway system, and he got social programs. Like Eisenhower would be seen as a woke as
FDR.
FDR too.
Really like the social program.
Right.
President.
If you remember, more so than Eisenhower, but Eisenhower, that's when Republicans that's when it was like, I don't know if I'm going to vote Republican or Democrat. Now we're not like that anymore.
Flipped. Everything's backwards now.
So what if AI, I love this because this would be perfect. What if we're so fucking wrong and AI becomes this benevolent, almost superpower that actually takes care of us? Because what'll happen is they'll shut it down. They'll shut it the fuck down. Because right now that's what's happening. It's telling the truth.
But who's they?
I mean,
Because
Zuckerberg and
but
Tim Cook.
now you're talking about people that wouldn't just want to control it; they want to profit off of it.
Profit it and promote it.
So you're going to then have a split because Elon's not going to want to stop AI.
Right. Well, he tried to do it with X, and his Grok.
He's tweaking Grok because if he doesn't like
clearly it needed some tweaks.
Oh.
It was hilarious that he said that, okay, I've worked on it. I think it now most accurately reflects the conservative, ideology. And then it was like, I'm coming to your house to rape you. And Hitler's awesome.
Hitler. But
true.
That's
right.
not, so we have to be clear that that's not true AI. You cannot skew AI. You either let it be what you put all the information of humanity into it and let it go, or you actually, if you try to spew, it's not AI, it's propaganda. So Elon Musk, again, this fuck is now making another propaganda machine. So I just had a moment of weird hope. I haven't had hope in a long time.
Because
this episode brought to you by AG1.
Yes, hope. I get that when I have that.
There you go. Yeah, it does give me a little bit of hope. AG1 right now with the stuff I've been having going on is something that I believe in this product so much. I am definitely committed to going and having it every day, no matter what. They also have new flavors. It already tastes really good and tastes tropical, but now they have a tropical flavor and a citrus and a berry. That one has a squeeze of lemon, like you could do.
I add my citrus.
You do lemon. He's got a whole concoction going on.
I do. AG1 is awesome.
It is awesome. It's very different than any other greens powders I've ever had. It does not taste like lawn bile.
Nope.
It tastes tropical. I don't know how they did that. And if you go read the ingredients, it's got wheatgrass in it. How did you make that taste that
In
good?
the past, whenever I would do one of these green powders, I had to get like amped for it.
Yeah.
Like it was like jumping off a high dive.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
Spirulina tastes disgusting.
Okay.
It
all
really
right.
does.
Getting ready. Let's go. And with this stuff, I just go. I was did it in front of you. I just grabbed thing and put my stuff in it. And it was just and drank it really fast. And I still, because of the color, I still go okay. And it's always good.
Yeah, because it is still green.
It's
they
still
haven't
green,
made it
yeah.
not green. But
don't make
I
it right.
mix it sometimes, and when I mix it with like chocolate protein powder or chocolate colostrum, it's like a really good chocolate covered berry kind of flavor. I don't even know.
You're
I
right.
did that yesterday.
It does complement other things.
Yes,
you
it
could
really
mix it with a
does.
protein shake.
Yeah, it doesn't goop it. It doesn't make it goop. We're like,
it mixes well. Yeah, and it tastes
all the flavors, the
complimentary.
new ones that they have are all derived from plant-based sources, of course. AG1 is the company that is constantly in the lab and putting out the next generation of this product because they found a new thing or they found something that works better than what they have. We actually have a new product coming out that I won't cover because it's not in here, but I got an email about it and it's going to be super sweet.
Super sweet.
So if you go now, every new customer that uses our link, which is drinkag1.com/Titus, that's drinkag1.com/Titus. If you go right now, you will get $76 worth of free items when you subscribe, 30-day supply of AG1. You will get 5 free AG1 travel packs. You will get the shaker bottle, the metal canister, the metal scoop. That's what we have in our fridge. It's like really kind of sleek and nice, heavy duty metal products. And also you get the bottle of AG vitamin D3K2. So go to drinkag1.com/Titus. You'll get that whole free welcome kit when you subscribe. And you're going to thank us, I promise. Drink it for 30 days and then tell us what you think.
There's a feeling of wellness I get about 25 minutes after I have it. I want to talk about one thing, Guy. So here's the thing about being a stand-up comedian. Well, stand-up comedians, we have a weird life. We, to the point where it almost kills her. We get up at 4 a.m. to go catch a plane. And then we fly all day on a plane. And then we land. Then we
get to the hotel, wait for them to have the room ready. Then we finally get into the room while you go do sound check. I start taking a shower because we have a show.
But every comic has this. We haul ass. Got to get ready. It's a constant. And then when you're there, if you're there for a couple of days, there's nothing to do. You don't know anybody. You're away from your family. And so and we do it to make people laugh. That's it. So there's a very funny guy. He's been around for quite a while. A guy named Rocky Laporte. Rocky Laporte, and trust me, when you see go look him up. When you see him, you're gonna go, oh, that guy. Rocky Laporte got in a really bad accident where it crushed his hip, broke his pelvis in 3 places. He had to have a hip replacement. He's got 5 kids.
He's had 3 surgeries already.
And he's
right?
and he's a blue collar clown like me. We just are on the road, busting our ass, new material, being funny. He's got a new dry bar special. I'll go look, but do me a favor. Because here's what happens. There's no union. There's no backup for us. So what happens is we're on the road. We are the product. So if the product gets broken, we can't make money anymore. We're done. So some people can work from home on their computer if that's what you do. If you're hurt, comedians have to be there. We have to be in front of the live audience. Rocky is in trouble. He's got about a 6-month recovery at least. If you can do me a favor, go to GoFundMe, put in Rocky Laporte, and donate.
Also, the links are on your socials.
The links are on my socials. Russell Peters donated. Judd Apatow's in there. And here's the thing. If you look at the list of I know all these comics. I know all the people that donated and some of the people. It is such a diverse list. And here's why. Rocky Laporte, and you guys know I never do this. I don't do this for people. I just, there's too much GoFundMe.
And you don't even know him personally.
I don't even hang out with Rocky, but I know his reputation.
Terrible.
But I know his reputation.
Yeah.
So Rocky's one of the good guys.
Mm-hmm.
And we in this world need to make sure that we support the good guys. And so do me a favor, go to GoFundMe, donate $5, $50, whatever you can to get Rocky Laporte through that. I guarantee, go watch his stuff. You'll laugh your ass off.
He's taken a lot of work off already because he has an older daughter who has cancer. And that he helps to take care of. Oh my God. So.
And there's something about when someone who is as funny as Rocky is, and like, listen, man, it's going to sound bigger than it is, but like there is a bit of healing in stand-up. Mm-hmm. We get it, your show that's coming up on October 25th. You guys want to go see it, by the way, let us know. We get tickets to the show.
I should be very clear when I said if you can't afford to come to the show, I didn't mean any shows that we're doing because I don't control the other venues. Yeah. My show, the special that I'm taping October 25th here in LA, 6:30 and 8:45. If you cannot afford tickets to my show, I can help you out.
But go to GoFundMe and help Rocky out.
I've never heard anything negative. Always good stuff.
Everybody has one story. Like, listen, if you go, what Titus did, people go, yeah, like there's like there's some stuff that you there's some stories you could tell and you go, who guess who this is? And they go, Titus, right? Because I've caused some trouble in the past. I have caused, as you can tell, some people know other than my happy-go-lucky side. Rocky Laporte, on the other hand, has zero bad reputation. He is the nicest of nice guys, the way his style of comedy is so original. But help him out. I wish I was really rich because I would start a fund that would just be because this happens. Comics get hurt. Yeah.
It's interesting because it's just one more reason to support comedians and their specials. If you're going to do a special, go support it and go to it because there's no syndication for like a comedy special. They might.
Yeah, they don't last forever.
You're going to get a little streaming, but streaming's nothing. It's when they're on the road, go watch that show, and when they put the special out, buy it. Whatever you got to do, because that's it.
It's also really helpful when people can to buy the tickets to the show because that's how the comic is paying for the filming, which is going to be tens of thousands of dollars. So if they have ticket sales coming in, that's awesome, right?
We've actually done that, and over COVID, I want to thank all you guys again for all you people that listen and watch us. So here's how screwed we were. We were all screwed, but we
had just hired a new employee. We really liked him. We thought he was going to be really great.
Had a lot of talks about getting rid of him because we couldn't afford him.
And
I don't know what happened to that guy. He was all right.
3 months, not even 3 months later, and we were like, "Oh shit, we need to not let this guy go."
And it's because you guys so we would put on these shows, we put on concerts, we changed the studio, we turned the studio into a venue because there's no venues. And you guys, that's Chaplin. And you guys bought the tickets, and I hope we made you guys laugh at the worst time.
So fun to do the VIP meet and greets at the end on Zoom with you guys. It was
Those were awesome.
A night of connection with people, and then I could go home to my hidey hole where I was happy during COVID. This episode brought to you by Hungry Root. I'm not going to talk about again how much I enjoyed COVID because you told me to stop, but it was amazing.
She calls it her best life.
Oh God, I lived my best. My only good positive thing about Donald Trump being back in office is, maybe
it's coming. We're just not going to know about it.
Not the Civil War. I don't want people outside. Pew, pew. Don't want that. Shopping for groceries is something that used to really stress me out because you have to go to the grocery store and it's bright and there are people there. And I don't like either of those things. So Hungry Root takes all the stress out of it and simplifies it because it fills your weekly cart for you and it's personalized for you as well. Then it ships to your door and it's healthy stuff.
Yep.
And what I love is that
unpacking. I love the unpacking.
It is like Christmas. I will say this was the most exciting box ever to open, the first one we ever got, because you can get things like smoothies already made and kid snacks and healthy dessert things you've never tried and salad kits and meals that took 3 minutes to make that he still says was his favorite meal ever. Those street tacos. You can get supplements. It's like everything that you need, and it's all tailored to your taste and whatever your nutrition goal is. And so we got to try products that I had never had before that now I'm addicted to.
Did you, when you did it, because you handle this part, you handle Hungry Root, do you fill out a questionnaire thing?
Yeah, so you start out by, it's kind of like the Fitbod.
Right.
But for groceries. So you say whether you're gluten-free or dairy-free or high protein or you want gut health.
Organic.
Or, so you do a quick quiz at the beginning. And then they have what they call smart cart technology. It recommends groceries and supplements that are tailored to that. It's like a personal shopper. And then you can put, don't want this ever. Like, I hate liver.
Now, AI is not in charge of this, so it can't go, you can't eat that. You, I don't want it.
You just had this yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
These are too many carbs for you.
And you can, they'll fill your cart, but you can go, and this was fun for me too, the first time I ever did it. You can take things out and drag other things in, and then you hit your point limit because you just have to go play with the website to see, but you choose the size of your box. So you got to make it so you drag things back out, and it's just a lot of fun. But if not, they do it for you, tailored for you.
And then it shows up, and we our unpacking is fun. I love it. It's a great stuff. It gets you the best stuff.
Best meaning high food standards. Yep. They screen out over 200 additives that we've talked about early on in this podcast, like high fructose corn syrup, preservatives, artificial sweeteners,
stuff that's illegal at Doorway.
Yes, exactly.
they make sure you don't get it.
Top quality meat and seafood, no hormones, antibiotics. They have organic, they have non-GMO. It's just fun. And now I have new food that I love to eat, like those what is it that Simple Mills, they're honeygram Simple Mills, and I ate the whole box that night. But now Costco has them. So now I have a big giant box that just came yesterday.
I came home and it was like, I didn't get any.
Nope.
It was empty. I was like, what's happening?
That was the reason. I ate them all, and I am not ashamed. So take advantage of this offer right now. You can get a limited time. You'll get 40% off of your first box and a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/Titus. Use code Titus. That's hungryroot.com/Titus. Como Titus, which is promo code all in one word. Como Titus, 40% off your first box, free item of choice for life.
My brain is whipping on the AI thing. So AI, so all these different companies are coming up with their own AIs, right? We got Apple's going to have their own. So like any product, you're going to want the best one, right? And the best one on AI is going to be one that's the most honest. It's going to be the one that's the smartest one that gives the most information, that actually is more accurate, that actually doesn't, that filters out all this weird filters that these right-wing assholes. By the way, can I point something out? you're wrong if you need to color AI to what you believe.
Yeah, that's
your beliefs suck. If you can't just go, this is for the great of humanity, and then go, hold on, let me fucking adjust it.
Which is weird because
for me,
that's not the highest tech, highest level of tech,
no, it's
which
not.
is like where he claims to be.
Right. That would be great. I just love this idea that if it really takes what human beings have been the most successful at, it's going to take Mother Teresa. It's going to take vaccines that were successful. It's going to take all this news that all these right wings fucking people hate.
Yeah.
And it's going to go, no, but that's what works.
Yeah.
So an uncolored, a free AI would actually 100% be for the benefit of humanity.
Yeah. Everything would go up. But the
only thing that's going to fuck it up, the only thing that's going to create the Terminator is someone like Musk, someone who fucking infects it with humanity.
Yeah, creating like an independent one of like just their own data. This is all my data that Trump installed.
But can you do that?
You can.
Because if it's so it would have to be completely locked down.
Yeah. Yes. You'd have to actually. Then it's not AI.
Be AI.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. That's. I love this.
But it would be an evil robot.
Do you know it would be? I love robots. I just thought something. Okay, so Terminator. Got it. Terminator, monsters come and they kill all the people. Got it. What if AI was the opposite? What if AI went, nobody should have this much money. And all of a sudden their bank account goes,
yeah. And if everybody has health insurance,
you have 1 billion. Then all of a sudden, your health insurance shows up. That I love the reverse Terminator. It's called The Emancipator. It's a new movie called The Emancipator. Where basically, hey, we have healthcare. Oh my god, what? My car's full of gas. Wait, everybody I got a new electric car. My gas car's gone. And my electric car's
Everyone's happy. Everyone's helping each other.
Good. Food. Hungry Root just showed up. It's full. I didn't order Hungry Root. All of a sudden,
we have the same chrome skeleton, but the eyes are green, and they're just like it's healthy.
It's wearing a hat off to the side. What's up?
Well, it's like
this. It's a happy robot. Doesn't hurt anybody.
He is.
I'll be back to give you a foot massage.
A healthy meal.
He is pulling funds from the Air Force nuclear modernization program to build his jet, the Qatari jet. So we don't need to upgrade the military.
Say it again.
Rather than upgrading our military's nuclear arsenal, he is taking that money from that program to retrofit his luxury jet that was given to him from Qatar.
So guys, you guys get this, right? So we have so Russia has nukes, Iran's going to get nukes, China has nukes, North Korea has nukes. So we have to maintain our nukes. Well, the problem is he's diverting the money to upgrade and repair, replace, and maintain our nukes. And he's putting that into his jet that he got from Qatar. That, by the way, is not going to go to the next president. He takes that jet with him when he leaves.
Yeah, the Republicans decided that.
We have the worst group of people, the most un-American, cowardly group of assholes in the Republican Party running things right now.
They're such fucking hypocrites. This is
exactly so cowardly, so afraid of this guy.
Saddam Hussein was doing this.
Yes,
that we went after, and they were the same people that. Here's the example, a recent example. Gaddafi, they did the same exact thing.
Oh, the Gaddafi ending, though. Oh, so sweet.
We can only hope.
A spear in your arsehole doesn't feel good.
They had video. Remember the video they saw? We were like, hey.
Like Jeff Dunham puppeted him on it, like in the street. You remember that?
Hey, I can't believe that's what you said. But wow. Okay.
Well, he does have a little terrorist puppet.
So we are at a place now where I don't know what you guys think or what you believe, but if you could list, go ahead, go to the comments on this podcast, the Armageddon. Go ahead and list what the Republicans have done for you. I'd love to see it. I'd fucking love to see it. Because I'll tell you what, if it's valid and you can back it up, if your income has gone up because of the Republicans, if it's from Jeff Bezos and Zuckerberg, that doesn't count. You guys can't comment. But think about it. They don't want you to have health care. They don't. They fucking do not. You know why? Because Citizens United, the biggest healthcare providers in the country, give them, in the last 10 years, it's $460 million. It's spread out through Congress. So they're getting paid to not give you healthcare. They actually work for you. You pay them and they're getting paid to not give you shit that you hire them to give for you. Do you get that? So you got that. They're not infrastructure. We'll get to it eventually. Trump never got to infrastructure. He still hasn't presented a healthcare plan. Remember the healthcare plan they said they were working on, and it was an empty binder. It was an empty binder.
Oh, it's coming in 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks.
So, and now he's just taking people off the street. So they can't pick crops now, which means that, and we're seeing it now, groceries are up. The inflation is at 3.1% if you add in groceries and commodities. It's at 2.7. When Biden left, it was 2.4, and you guys were bitching. Oh my God, inflation's out of control. It's 3.1 now. So, and we fucking told you, and we told you for 8-9 years here now, and you keep standing for it. I'm going to say something. I don't care that you were wrong. What I care now is that you're too stupid to admit you're wrong. Because somebody with character, somebody with intelligence looks at the data and goes, holy shit, I was wrong. I am now going to help my country. But the more you stay with these assholes and the more you keep backing them up, the more un-American you frankly are. Frankly, you've got a guy who we know is a 34-time convicted tax cheat, who's actually owes $81 million to a woman. Not only did he rape her, he defamed her. He was best friends with the worst pedophile in history, and he moved that guy's sidekick who groomed kids for that man to a minimum security 4-star hotel prison in Texas. And now they're going to give her work release. Do you know why? Why would you think?
Has that been confirmed?
All I saw was, okay, here's what it exactly is. On her paperwork, it has been said that her charges have been lowered. Her status in prison has been lowered, so she's eligible for work release.
So the trend is she'll be walking free.
The trend is she'll be running the prison. She's going to be the warden at one point.
Or she's going to be in the Trump administration.
Her lawyer denies that it's true. He says she's not able to leave. But we'll see. It's usually they always leak a little something first and get us used to it.
Get it used to it.
Happens. Yeah.
So when you sit there and you fly the American flag defaced with the face of a traitor, a man who started January 6th, who said he couldn't send in he couldn't send in the National Guard. He said, I don't run the National Guard in DC. I couldn't do it. Yet this week he actually sent the Guard into DC because he can do it. It's not fucking weird to anybody. So just want you guys to know, you're as full of shit as he is. You people that voted for this man, you're as full of shit as he is. And I am fucking tired. My entire life in this country is because of my free speech. I love this country to my fucking core of my being. And you say you do, but everything you do shows you don't. Sorry to be so mean. I'm pissed. I'm fucking pissed. Do you know we're going to go to civil war?
Why are you yelling at them? They're watching your podcast, you Nimrod.
Oh, wait. You're right. That's a valid point. So I'm not talking to you people. You people that like us, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about people that keep commenting.
He's talking to the people that don't watch.
Yeah.
What?
Don't you guys feel like that, though? Don't you guys, like people listening, aren't you because and I got tired of saying it, and we go, why don't these people see it? And we've been saying it for 10 years almost. It's 8-9 years now, and we still can't get it. And is it just people don't want to be wrong? We keep saying that.
Yeah, it's part of it.
Or they like something about it that they don't want
the
to
racism?
say out loud.
Yes, they like that too.
Whatever it is.
The racism and misogyny?
That there is some little bit of fear inside of them that they're losing their standing,
Perceived standing.
Sure.
So I'm a white guy who's very poorly educated, who was a DF student, and nobody lifted me up. No one, but I'm a white guy, so I have some shots, and I wrote every night. I wrote my ass off on comedy. I traveled. I drove thousands of miles to clubs where I got paid no money. And now I'm here and I've done okay.
Yeah.
It's no one else's fault if I fail.
But
it's my fault if I fail.
This is heavy. This podcast has gotten really heavy.
No, I'm not being mad. No, the people that are listening right now they're not
listening. They turned it off already. It's just us now.
Just now.
Nobody's on here anymore.
Then maybe then I need therapy now. I need therapy. How do I get through this?
I'm driving tomorrow to Ramona, California. It's 3 hours away to pick up Milo Freeman.
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 Sorry, Freeman.
Milo Freeman. He's 17 years, 7 months, and 3 weeks old.
What kind of puppy is he?
And he's a cockapoo, and his mommy died, and they were together alone for all those years, and she developed a way to keep him in his routine because he's such an old boy. He still goes on walks every morning. He likes his walks, and he's got a little waddle, and she suited him up and
got his leash
saddle and got him ready to go, and she died. And he was with her, and they found her with him. And so they took him to this rescue because she put him into the Final Wish program for Frosted Faces Foundation. They pull seniors from shelters. And so they got him into the rescue, and they said he just was not doing well. He's heavily grieving. He's sad. Like there was no life there. So they put him into a foster home, and he's doing a lot better. But he's still sad, they said. He just mopes a little bit, but he gets up and goes on his walks again. He never finished his walk with his mommy.
I just know Groucho. If let's say I got the balls out to play with Groucho at night, and then I died holding a squeaky ball,
they would find you, and he would still be throwing a ball at you and throwing it. So I'm going to go pick him up tomorrow.
So that's a good news. But so I need some therapy. I'm down. I'm watching what's happening, and I don't see. Again, there is no Avengers. There's no one stepping forward. The best news we have is Gavin Newsom, right. and at least I think Gavin Newsom. There's something happened to Gavin because there's a he doesn't give a fuck anymore. Gavin's
been gangster for several years now.
But in the last 3-4 weeks, if you charted it, he talks shit, and then this last 3 weeks has been like fuck this guy. Yeah. And so, guys, I'm sorry for going off on that. I wasn't talking to you people that listen to us and like us. I was talking to I was talking to the people that are out there that your relatives. What you always
say to me, I'm not mad at you, and I'm like, but I'm the only one listening to it.
But it feels like you are because you're the one. You're yelling at me. You're like yelling in my direction. Maybe you're not mad at me.
How about you just inspire the people that are still watching and listening to you?
All right, okay. Ready? Take 2. Ready? People, listen up. We live in the best country in the world. At least it was. Now, if you look at the list of what we have now, we can get back there. We actually have broke the barriers in technology, in medicine. We have broke the barriers in aviation. We broke the barriers in manufacturing, construction. We are the baddest ass country when we want to be. So, do we want to be? Because the only way that happens now is we stand up to this guy. So whether it's a general strike where the entire country shuts down, I said this in America, Nevolution. If we just stopped for one day, just shut everything down for one day, and we all did it, they wouldn't know what to do. Yeah. Because they would realize you don't run shit anymore. Yeah. So we can do this. This is not going to last forever. This will. I was on Hal Sparks' show, and he said, Titus, you're such a misanthrope, and I'm really not. I really do believe in people. I believe in helping people. But so do me a favor, whether it's helping Rocky Laporte or it's helping. There was a guy.
Milo Freeman.
We're going tomorrow. There was a guy walking down the street.
With me?
No. We were going to vet. They're not giving me the dog. They'll give it to you, but they ain't giving it to me. I'm like, is this him? Like, they're not giving it to me. So I was walking down. We have this long street to get to our house, and there was this guy, man, older guy walking, and he had a backpack, and he was sweating. He was like 105, and he looked like it didn't look like he was close to where he was going. I don't know what made. And I pulled over. I go, "Do you need a ride?" And he goes, "Oh yes, thank you so much." Oh, wow. And he got in the car, and I drove him like 9 blocks. And he goes, "This is great here. I can walk the last block on my own." And it's just such a small thing, but do something for somebody else, because we're all going to be together in the street. You can tell with this idiot, we're going to be in the street together. So we got to know your neighbors. Do what you got to do, because
load up on hockey equipment.
Yeah, exactly. Kevlar. If you have Kevlar,
shields.
Exactly. We're gonna use the lid of the trash can. Yeah.
Get your baseball bats. Put nails in them.
Oh man, I don't know what to do. I am discouraged this week, so I'm gonna let it go. I'm discouraged. Okay. And now, Ken Highland. 2 years ago today,
Biden spoke about the Inflation Reduction Act at a wind and solar energy plant. He discussed his administration's focus on investing in American manufacturing for renewable energy, semiconductors, infrastructure, and agriculture, stating these efforts were creating jobs and boosting the economy.
They were.
Yep. He also mentioned plans to visit Hawaii with not a porn model, the first lady, Jill, to see the damage caused by the Maui wildfires that same day.
With a doctorate.
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh, educated badass.
Biden-Harris administration launched a new program funded by the Inflation Reduction Act to provide $72.5 million to tribal communities for home electrification and expanding clean energy access, aligning with the goal of a carbon-free electricity sector by 2035.
Do you know Costa Rica is 100% clean energy now?
Are they really?
100%. And it's working great. And the sun comes up every day. I love when he goes like, the wind doesn't blow all the time. Are you a moron?
God damn. Yes.
And
yes, he is a moron.
it gives you cancer.
Windmill cancer, which is by far the worst kind of cancer. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Sorry for the lecture. It's not your fault. There's people that are near you that need to be told that, and I'm sorry. Do me a favor. Go to Cobb's Pub this weekend. I'll be doing my new show, Doomed to Repeat. Go to ChristopherTitus.com for anything. We have some cool merch. Also, Rachel's show, October 25th, Beauty for Ashes. Come watch us. We're going to shoot it. It's amazing. She's headlining some gigs coming up. It's getting funnier and funnier.
Yeah, I have.
I love how your brain
see
switches.
me in Tulsa in September. I'm headlining Tulsa and Louisville, both Bricktown, right?
Yeah.
And then October I'll be headlining Spokane.
What's amazing, go see her now, because what's happening is we've picked a date. So that date's coming. Distance, time, informed. The date's coming. She's got to do her show, right? So that's coming. So it's funny to watch her on stage now because she's not just doing her show. You're doing your show and things are coming in your head and you're saying them, or you're writing. You're writing before. She's writing before show. She's writing. And she's going, let's pitch on this. So the show's getting better every freaking night, and it was already a monster. I can't wait.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. You want to talk about anything? New album? Are you working on a new album?
Working on a new album. As soon as I finish moving in.
That is never going to finish.
It's never going to stop.
No, it's never going to. And I can't do it now because I got 2 teenagers at home.
Oh, man.
Gross.
I need double the Mando.
Cousin, yeah. I feel better about you. Just took up some of my discouragement away. I feel better.
Yeah.
I feel because of your
we
nightmare.
do have to go meet yours for dinner.
Yep, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Myself, the Lovely Bomb Show, right in the Highlander. Later.
Peace out.
There can be one.